What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Keynote Comics, the place where you can discover comic books and comic book related content. And I do have to apologize for our lateness. That is my fault. My computer is over here being real slow.
Be honored by his lateness.
So, yes, we are finally here. I feel like there's never a time where we don't really run into trouble at this point. So, it's bound to happen. So, let it be expected. But as usual, this is Friday.
No trouble on my side, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, no, that's a first. It's usually it's not me that often. Yeah. But yeah, it is Friday. Top 10 lists from Cover Price and CBSI are out. As usual, guys, if you want to check these things out earlier, CBSI releases their information around noon, and Cover Price releases their stuff on Mondays, which I have put the links for both sources down in the description area. So if you guys want to check that out, be sure to do that. Not gonna hold everybody. Oh, actually, no. Yeah. Let's see who's in here right now. So we got. Oh, yo, what's up? Jester Rican's in here. What's up, man? And then we got Joel in here as well. So what's up? I gotta say that things are starting to get interesting. I'm hoping everybody's keeping track with everything that's going on right now in the comic book world, atmosphere, universe. Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't even know.
I missed everything you said. I'm sorry, I blinked.
See, Joel, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not even talking Star Wars right now, and he's over here falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But let's see. Give a couple more. Like, let's do 2 minutes. 2 minutes? Sound good? It's too long? I don't know.
This is your life. I'm just here.
But anyways, I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and give 2 minutes. But how are you guys doing right now?
If you want, you can pull the bar down. Yeah, push that down.
Right now.
And then direction the microphone up.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. See your face a little better.
I don't know. There might be some lag on my side. Yep. There's definitely lag because literally Joel's stuff just popped up. The part where he just said, "Slan, you're more than just here." Like, it literally just popped up.
Yeah, that just popped up.
Oh, what? Okay, I don't know. Usually there's lag on my side, so that's what I was expecting. But what's everybody finding on the hunts these days? What's everybody looking at this point? Because I got to tell you, I'm a little salty. One of the books I wanted is on this list for the week.
That usually happens to me. So I'm not really salty anymore. I'm numb.
Well, no. It's more of the frequency of, like,
play the Linkin Park.
When we
I've become so numb.
I can't
Can
feel.
I get an encore? Do you want more?
Oh, so you're just gonna remix it up here?
That's the only version I know.
Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure that's not 2 minutes, but I feel like, that's enough time.
No, it was 2 minutes, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, look at that. But anyways, just go ahead and get into this. We're going to start off with the cover price list for today. We got a lot of Captain America spec going on, as usual. It's understood. Hopefully everybody has checked out at least the first episode. Just at least that much. And if you haven't checked out the second episode, definitely be sure to do that because it is out. It was good. I'm excited. So, cover price, first book, Sam Wilson, Captain America, number 5. This came out in 2016. This is the first appearance of the new Falcon on the cover. Book's going for $84, and I have it. It is a stash right now. We talked about this last week where I said, everybody's rushing to sell it right now, and they might honestly be right, but we haven't gotten that full, effect of this character. So this is something that's going to die down if he does not, necessarily become that character, within this season. And so that gives more potential for the next season going in. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say because I know I stated last week that he was only listed in one episode on IMDb, but apparently he popped up for a little minute in the second episode, so I don't know. Maybe they're not going to list him in or list all the episodes he's going to be in for a particular reason. So we'll see what happens.
Is he Brown Falcon?
Like Black Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
So he's Brown Falcon. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Oh, okay. That's racist.
Unconfirmed.
No, you can't unconfirm it. You just confirmed it.
I'm not a reliable source.
Yes, you are.
Hold on. So Joel says, I'm caught up on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He says, I would stash Sam Wilson, Captain America, if I had it. So yeah, no. If we're talking about the same thing, if you're on the same page as I am, I definitely am with you on that. This was one of those things where I kind of was like, I felt like it was coming. I was just like, all right, let me check out all the keys that could possibly have some potential revolving around this story, because we knew that he was going to be moving more towards the Cap role, or at least we thought he was, which means he would leave Falcon, and we was like, all right, well, who's going to make more sense to go into that next direction? So I'm still going to hold. I think $84 still, though, is crazy. Maybe people are paying these prices right now based off of the fact that, not necessarily a lot of people are going out. So definitely more people are at the current point. More of the population is going out and doing things now, especially with the weather getting a little bit better. But still, there's a good amount of people that are not going out as much right now, and they're probably not going to the LCS to go. What am I trying to say? On the hunt to, find books. But I definitely think this is a book that you still have the possibility of, going ahead and picking up at maybe about $3, in a back issue or something like that.
You're a back issue.
So I said it was a stash. You said it was a...
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
It is a cash right now.
It's a cash?
Yes.
I mean, $84 is definitely not a bad price, especially if you picked it up for $1 or $3. Hopefully you didn't pick it up for any more than that. That would probably not be the best, but I mean, regardless, you are still making a decent profit. You paid $4, it's going for $84. Can't go wrong with that. And Joel said it's a stash. I don't know if we still got Just a Rican in here. But moving on to this next one, we got Falcon and the Winter Soldier #1. This is a 2020 book, which I think is just crazy because this book is going for $90. This is the first appearance of The Natural and the first appearance of Veronica Eden. Okay, so I quite frankly am not fully understanding the potential behind this book, but people are specking on it for a particular reason, more than just it being a first appearance, maybe because the fact that it has the title Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So maybe they're saying, hey, why not go with the possible source material, and we'll see where it runs. But $90, this book just came out pretty much, I mean, it was last year, but I'm going to have to pass on this. If I had it, I'd probably cash it, because I mean, unless I read the issue and saw that these characters had, high staying potential, that'd be the only reason, but I don't. So to my knowledge, this is a cash.
Yeah, it's a cash. Big cash, big cash.
Yeah, Joel said I'd have to pass at Falcon on the. I would have to pass on Falcon and the Winter Soldier at that price.
Is this a variant cover or just a regular?
No, I believe that's just the regular cover.
Big pass.
Next book is Marvel #6. This is the 1-in-25 ratio variant with Silver Surfer on the cover. We know Silver Surfer is always on fire. Like, when Silver Surfer is on the cover and it's a variant, when do people not want it?
Oh, I thought you were talking about him literally always being on fire because he's on fire on this cover.
No, but that that is a very interesting that even happened. Hold on, give me a minute.
I gave you like 15 at the start of this podcast. You want another one?
I mean, not necessarily.
Or live stream, not podcasts. I guess
I mean, it depends on what format you try to put in. I mean, currently, right now, if we're talking about that. All right, so this one, I have not been reading this at all. I don't know anything about these stories. Are they short stories? Are they connecting stories? Is this following a same character all the way through? Does anybody know? Nope. Joel usually has the information. Hold on. He says Brandon with the accidental puns. Yeah, nah, I didn't even know I was doing it. But the book's going for $145. And so right there alone, if it's just the cover, I think it's super steep for me. Probably a little too soon at that point. This book did come out for 2021, so that is this year. And, I mean, fire cover. Intentional pun. But I don't know. Like I'm not sure if I can sit here and rationalize 145 off of it. If that's just the cover itself. So if that is the case, I guess I would go ahead and cash it. I wonder what these were actually going for the day of release.
Joel says, pass on that Marvel book though. I don't know what it's about. And we got issues in the house. So
Hey, what's going on, man?
Boom. Yeah, like, I mean, beautiful cover. I'd put it on a shirt. I wouldn't put it on. Yeah. He says Marvel 6 is a stash. The art inside is amazing. Okay.
So what exactly is going on in the story? Is it are these all like individual stories? Because I know that this is issue 6 now, and I know they've had different characters on each cover. So are these like individual like one shots, or this is like a consistent story going on all the way through the series? But yeah, you haven't missed much. We were already running a little bit late. I was having issues with my computer, and we've only made it through. Well, I mean, this is basically gonna be the end of the cover price list because it was cut really short because there's a lot of like reoccurring books from a previous discussions that we've already had. So for the list that we were talking about, we've already talked about Sam Wilson, Captain America #5, and then we also talked about Falcon and the Winter Soldier issue #1, and now Marvel. So but yeah, so like I said, it's a top 10 list from cover price, and the repeating books would have been X-Men #4, Sam Wilson, Captain America #3, Captain America 25, which is the, Sam Wilson as Captain America, West Coast Avengers 45, Nottingham #1, Anik #1, and then Ultimate Fallout 4. So that book's still doing crazy numbers.
Even more crazy numbers.
It's wild. Like it says $3,485. 46 units sold. You guys gotta demand that Slan gets his copy graded, because it's just moving on up.
I'm just afraid of what the grade's going to be because it's not a 9.8.
Joel says that book just came out a week or two ago. Oh, wow. So that is very, very soon. We got issues. He's caught up. All right. They are caught up. So, yeah. That is it for the cover price list. So, we're going to go ahead and move into CBSI. And first book is Captain America #7. This is a second print. This is the first Daughters of Liberty. Book's going for about $100 to $175. Now, maybe this has potential. I'm not quite sure how and why people are specking on it and why it's at this much right now. Since this is kind of still a fairly new book. It came out in 2019, but one, it's probably a little bit of a premium on it because of scarcity of maybe it being a second print and lower print run. And then you have that first appearance tied to it, which I guess it makes sense. Now you have the name of the group, which is the Daughters of Liberty, but I don't know what kind of connection you're going to build that with anything that's currently going on. Maybe Falcon Winter Soldier, but if you look at the team on the cover, I just don't see it. So I guess we'll see. But if I had it, I'd stash it, but I don't. So I'm gonna probably have to pass and just wait and see how this one goes.
Yeah, it's also a pass for me. The cover is cool. The cover is kind of Young Justice-y, honestly, but yeah, that's about it. Like the show, not the series.
We got issue says pass for me at the moment. Joel says cool cover, but I will pass. Yeah, like the. I don't know. Like I mean, maybe there's something that the people that are copying it right now know that we don't. But yeah, I'm not building like why such the high price tag. Like I said, it came out in 2019. That seems like a pretty quick move. Like maybe if this, because it looks like this is a regular cover. There doesn't say variant, so I figure maybe if there was like a little bit hype on the scarcity level, that maybe like $50, $60 might be something. But even then, I think, with not a whole lot going for it at this moment, it's interesting to me. Next book we have, which is going to be Falcon Winter Soldier related. This is Machine Man number 7. This is the first appearance of Power Broker Curtis Jackson, and this book was $5. Now it's telling you exactly what kind of power this show is having on books and that are correlated with it. So the book is now currently going for about $30 to $50, which isn't a bad thing. Now, is it making the same moves as say the first appearance of the new Falcon? No. And quite interesting. I'm not sure why that book spiked as much as it did, because like I said, when I found the Captain America book, it was like I got it for like $3, and now it's jumped up to like $115. This is an older book, which is probably a lot harder to find in decent condition. Maybe I've never really seen the book around, but it's only going for $35 to $50. Now maybe there's a difference between the characters of maybe Falcon being a more popular character and then this person being kind of maybe less known, but I don't know. We can see where this goes. I believe that the character is a villain, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't watched the second episode yet, so I'm not going to say too much more than that. But there is the first appearance of this character, so I guess the more noted is that this is the first appearance of Curtis Jackson, who is going to be Power Broker. First appearance of Power Broker would be in The Thing 35. Which I thought I had. I was trying to look for it earlier.
Curtis.
But Oh
man, Machine Man. I wonder if he has an issue that's called AO Technology.
We're not giving you any. All right, I give up. I was gonna say we're not gonna give you any laughs or any credit, but it didn't work.
Yeah, take that. Also, I'm here to scold you because you did not put this in.
I didn't put it in?
Nope.
Oh, man. My bad.
It's cool. I got it.
So we got issue says, stash any characters making the MCU is pop culture history, so worth the investment in my opinion. I can rationalize that.
It's a pass for me.
And Joel said, I'd stash, but I don't have it, so pass. Which is, I feel like this is still a fairly new thing, and you know how I always say, go ahead, check your flea markets, check your LCS, check your... Look at him, he's falling asleep, guys.
I'm falling asleep.
I'm talking about Star Wars right now, you didn't know?
There's actually no Star Wars on here. There's been Star Wars for a while.
Yeah, Star Wars has actually chilled out a little bit.
After the Mandalorian season ended, it just died down. I'm happy. Makes me happy. But then every day I have to look up and see this now because you decided to put it up there. Disgusting. You put Star Wars in for Black Panther for the FF-52.
Yeah, the thing is, all of those are 9.6s,
No,
except for Black Boy
So
Fly.
it automatically throws it off.
Yeah, Black Boy Fly is messing up everything.
Take it down. Put a 9.6 up there.
Later.
No, right now. Live swap.
But yeah, no. For me, all right. So this book is going to be. I can understand the stash because this character, his kind, was in there, but not in there. So kind of just like see where it goes. Have no idea. I mean, we've had villains that have already previously been in the MCU and they've made a return, and that's happening within this series exactly. So, see where it goes. I'm with you guys on that. Stash it as well. I'm not gonna chase the book, but I'll definitely go on the hunt. I gotta start going on the hunt. So that's probably what I'm about to start doing now.
No, he's not.
I am.
He isn't. This next book might have actually not the next book, but the one after that will probably makes him want to do it, but he won't. So what's the next book?
So the next book is Tokyo Ghost. I was gonna just say Ghost Tokyo, but Tokyo Ghost #1. Now, basically, Legendary Pictures is picking this up. This book is going for $30 and up, and I don't know enough about this to even say that yes, this is something even worth paying the $30 for. I'd honestly say check your back issue bins first, and I mean, what's their track record on movies, on films? Would you say it's decent?
It's cool. They did Godzilla versus King Kong.
Okay.
They had Dune coming out this year.
Which looked pretty good.
All of the big Christopher Nolan films like Inception and I think not Tenet. Pacific Rim.
Hold on. Joel said buy it live.
What, Machine Man?
Wait, yeah. Are you referring to Machine Man, #7, or you meant Tokyo Ghost? Cause I would not say I'm interested in either of them enough to go ahead and buy it live.
I feel like you have to buy it live now, though. Oh, he's probably talking about the book that you were talking. That I said. That you, yeah. No, he will not be buying that live.
I don't have enough for it.
Yeah.
But you guys will know what it is. It's literally the next book.
Soon enough. This is a pass for me, though. I really like the cover, and I don't like anime, which is really weird. We were talking about Legendary Pictures track record. They're 50-50. But when it comes to anime style stuff, I feel like they miss. So I'm going to say pass, just for the sheer fact that I don't feel like they'll do this adaptation correctly.
I hope they prove you wrong.
I hope they do, too. It's still going to be a pass for me.
So we got issue says pass until the movie because I paid for Bloodshot books and that movie was trash. we did finally watch that.
Finally, we did that months ago.
Yeah, but it had been out for like a good minute.
Yeah.
Before that as well. Oh, Joel says I was talking about Tokyo Ghost.
Oh.
He says, but I pass on that. So yeah, I'm with you. I mean, maybe if I see it, I might just scoop it for $3 or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Like he was saying, like this does look like something I'd be interested in seeing in a film format. But
it is written by the writer of Deadly Class. And did Deadly Class do well?
I don't even remember.
No. Cool. So
yeah.
I Cary Fukunaga is set to direct it, which, all right. You know what?
You think it's having a chance now?
It has a chance. Cary Fukunaga, he don't really miss.
So you changing it to a stash if you had it, or you still fully pass?
I'll see how No Time to Die is, and then I'll bring my answer.
So I'll sum it down and just say that we are all passes at this point.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's a fair statement for right now.
I do like the cover, but I hate anime.
All right.
I hope it's not in style anime.
So next book is the one that hurts my soul for this week's listing. I was literally talking to Slan about it, and I was like, yo, gotta start making moves on this book. I've wanted a copy of this book. I just loafed on trying to get it because I was trying to get the older books, which are, of course, now even more expensive, and I should have just pulled the trigger on it. So next book is NYC. Oh, my gosh. NYX. I definitely... Autocorrect changed it to NYC, so that's very interesting. But NYX number 3, this is the first appearance of Laura Kinney. This is X23, and book has now started selling at $1,500 at a 9.8. So the book's moving on up
to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
I remember back when like a 9.8 signature series copy was going for about, I think about $1,200, $1,200 to $1,400 or something like that. So the book is definitely moving on up there. I'd literally, what was this last week?
What was this week?
It was this week. Yeah. So okay. So this week we talked about it. Last week is when I started logging and like watching a bunch of the books on eBay and everything like that. So
that's probably what set it off.
Man,
you messed up the algorithms. You did this. It's your fault. How many did you like? I mean, add to your watch list.
All the ones that interested me, which was a decent amount.
Okay, yeah, he definitely flagged the algorithms. That was you. You did that. So if you wanted NYX number 3, Brandon is to blame.
But this is a stash. Like, this is an automatic stash for me. I see lots of potential. There is nothing, out there that stated this is why it's spiking. There is nothing like, oh, there's some kind of confirmation of her being in anything. This is just people just buying it because that's what it is, and it's starting to make a little bit of progress. Like, it was stuck at about $600 to $900 for a good minute, and now we're starting to finally really break into those thousands range.
So this is
never say you missed the boat on this one. All right, so Joel said NYX is a book that also hasn't made it on the top into the top of my priority list either. He says, I guess I missed the boat, so pass. So I'm gonna say stash it if you got it. I will chase this book. It's very rare when you guys will hear me say that. I will chase this book. And the reason why I say that is because even though I don't think the X23 fan base is as strong as the Miles fan base, we know that she has one. And all it takes is one dope scene in a trailer if she ever popped up, and it's a wrap. And I think, honestly, this was if they really wanted to, they could start off with an introduction with her and a nice, like, teen-styled show format. Because, I mean, you think about they could do the TV-14 like they're doing with the Falcon and Winter Soldier. You're in disagreement?
I'm unimpressed. Did you see the way that she mutilated men in Logan?
Different times.
I would not forgive them. If she's not ripping heads off and disemboweling people, no, I'm not with it.
Well, they just kind of
they
put her in some Deadpool.
I said I'm not with it.
We got issues at stash. All right, well then they throw in like Deadpool, and then they spin off of that.
But they're not gonna throw her in Deadpool.
They should.
But they're not gonna.
But they should.
Why?
just because I want it.
No,
I want it.
They already have 3 people.
Who?
Who do you think? I'm pretty sure you could just name them off the top of your head right now.
Nope.
Deadpool, Cable, Domino, 3 people. And Negasonic Teenage Warhead, 4 people.
Nah, I'm not saying like she's in it like she's gonna stay there, but you know, it's a little crossing paths or something like that. I'm just saying. Look, guys, Stan is in disagreement. He doesn't want to believe.
I'm just gonna drink water and mind my business.
Where you sitting at? Go ahead, show the people.
I'm really late. I'm at 3 p.m.
He's clearly not drinking enough water.
Well, to be fair, I started this at 3 p.m. So no, later, like 4 p.m. So I'd say I'm ahead of schedule. I might finish this during this live stream.
So I'm gonna say this: if you guys have made it this far, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit that notification bell.
No, if you made it this far, unsubscribe. Everybody, live unsubscribe right now. Do it. Do it.
What he said.
Do it.
Do it. All right, so not to linger on. Next book up is Captain America 312. This is the first appearance of Fog Smasher. There I go. Okay. So this is the first appearance of Fog Smasher, but this is Carl Morgenthau. Okay, but the thing is, this is supposed to be Falcon Winter Soldier spec, but I don't know if it's necessarily relevant. And I'll get to that in a minute. So right now the book was $20. Now it's going for $100 in high grade, right? So you got a 9.6 that's, you know, asking price about $325. I don't know if this is worth it, not so much because of the character, but because that's not the character that's in the show. The character in the show is Carly Morgenthau.
So they just
switched the name. So is it really the same person?
Yes.
It's based off of the character though.
Yes.
But do you think that would hold value?
Yes.
Towards it? Really?
Yes.
Joel says I have this in the medium grade. I need to clean and press, and then I'll probably stash it. Excuse me. Which, you know what? I think it makes sense. You know, why not? Once again, it's like, we really, like, these villains being introduced into this, we don't know where they're going. So it's kind of like, wait it out and see, unless you really want to risk it all and just go ahead and let it go. Like I said, I mean, $100 or higher in high grades, it's not a bad thing at all, especially if you didn't even pick it up for nearly that much. I can imagine a whole bunch of people probably picked this up for about in the $3 or $4 range back in the day. We got issues stating it again. He says, they say it's like, if they make it in the MCU, I will stash. If they're in the MCU, you need to stash it. It's pop culture. It's history. I like what you're saying. I completely agree with you. I tell this all the time to people when they look at me crazy. And they're like, why do you collect comic books? Why do you pay that much money for what it is? Yes, it's pop culture. It's history. It's art all in one form.
I forgot to start my fantasy basketball players. Yeah, I'm sad.
Novice. Clearly new to the game.
Yes, very much. This is my first season.
Alright, so next book. So we got 2 more books, guys. Next book is Thor 617. This is first appearance of Kid Loki. I think we kind of already know where this is going and why people are specking on this. But the book is going for around $50. Now, I want to note that this cover, and there is a variant cover, which is a Tron cover I looked up on eBay, there's not a lot available for either one. So there might be 2 of this cover, and then there might be about, I'm gonna round it off and say maybe about 5 or 6 in my head that what I'm visualizing, what I saw. So that variant cover, the Tron cover, they're going for high prices. So you're gonna expect to pay at least like $300 for it. And I'll just say this: it would be a stash.
Pass.
In what form? Why would you pass?
Why would anybody? Was Kid Loki gonna be in the MCU?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, stay in the MCU?
I mean, maybe something happens to Loki at the end of the season, and now he's a child.
Like Power Rangers?
Yeah. You laugh.
That's Tom Hiddleston. You put respect on that man's name.
You know, they
Is Tom Hiddleston? Wait, are they gonna de-age Tom Hiddleston to play Kid Loki? If that happens, 100% stash.
Then yes.
If that's not,
if it's gonna satisfy you to stash this, then yes.
Okay, then it's a stash. If they de-age Tom Hiddleston or just put his face on a child's body,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
Little Man.
Yes. Exactly.
But his adult face.
I'm glad
not
we're finally.
face.
I'm glad we're finally coming to an agreement. That
No, we don't agree on anything. I'm joking. This is a pass still.
Why?
Because Tom Hiddleston is a heartthrob, and women would go crazy if they decided to recast him with a child.
So Joel says that Tron cover is great. I'd stash it. I definitely agree with you. When I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, this is fire. But I honestly liked a lot of the Tron covers that came out back then.
You're a Tron cover.
We get Issue said, I'm not hip on Loki, but I would stash if I had it. I would stash it as well. Slant is the only one that's out here passing. And I don't think it's too expensive.
Get a triple double, okay?
So yeah, I think the ultimate goal is the Tron cover, but I don't have a problem with this cover either. He looks very mischievous. I think this cover saying a lot, specifically about the character.
Kid actors also typically suck, so you know there's most certainly a chance that Kid Loki would be trash and nobody would want him, and then he goes away and then boom, book plummets.
Joe says they have an actor cast for what everyone thinks is Kid Loki.
Is it Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
No. Why?
Did they bring back Jonathan Taylor Thomas from the 90s?
That's who you're visualizing to play Kid Loki.
That's the only kid actor that I would trust with Kid Loki. Or Shia LaBeouf. Did they bring back Even Stevens Shia LaBeouf?
What about Kevin McAllister? Like, that says mischief all over the place.
Yeah, but he's a blonde or whatever, dirty brown.
Okay. You dye hair.
No. Could you imagine?
Yes.
Fair skin.
He would look destructive.
He would
and
look stupid with black hair.
Joel said DHJTT.
Yes. Let's get a DH, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
All right, so we got 3 stashes, 1 pass.
Hard pass.
I'm on the search for this book.
I don't even
It's honestly probably too late. Like,
I hate that Thor. He looks like
could look worse. I've seen worse.
He looks like he would profile me at a convenience store.
All right. Last book is Cold Dead War #1. This book is going for $15. This is brand new, and people are just really liking the story. That's pretty much it. So, with that being said, if you feel like you're zombies, this might be for you. Forgot what I was reading. The writer is actually the son of the creator of what's that zombie movie? The Mall. Is that what am I thinking about the right thing?
Dawn of the Dead?
Is it Dawn of the Dead?
I see Romero, so I'm gonna assume that it's George Romero that you're talking about.
Yes.
So all of the Dead movies.
Yes.
Night of the Living Dead.
That's not
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of. Yes, I think it's Dawn of the Dead is what I was thinking of.
That's what I said. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
And Shaun of the Dead.
You didn't do that one. Or Juan of the Dead.
We got issue says pass. So yeah, on this price too, like with it being a new book, it's a pass for me as well. I think people are just ramping up the price just because it's new, and I mean maybe they might be able to pull something off with it because if it's low print, but that's about it. Joe says, I very rarely see heavy metal published. Oh, is that what it is? I didn't even pay attention to that. I'm like, I don't know. Every time I see like a book like this, I automatically just think it's probably Image or Boom Studio. But yeah, so Joel says, I very rarely see heavy metal published books out in the wild, so my chances of finding this for a decent price are low. So pass. Pass. But yes, that definitely wraps it up for the evening on that. Definitely want to get you guys' opinion on the fact that Disney has now decided to switch up things as far as their release date on a lot of their media content, and the fact that what I had been suspecting was going to happen, and I honestly feel like AT&T had a lot to do with this, with the whole HBO Max release of a lot of movie content, that Disney is now deciding to release Black Widow streaming, but also in theaters as well. So are you guys thinking about renting it out on the streaming platform, going to see it in theaters, or just like wait it out and just see until it hits the Disney Plus for free? But I think what they're going to end up doing is this might potentially be more than just the Black Widow movie, depending on how further, things are held off. Now, I know a lot of places are starting to open it back up and everything, but with the possible... we got issue says stream it. So, like, I'm definitely down to do that. I think if you have a really decent TV or setup at your house, like, why not? I mean, I think Slan had told me that he's gonna go see it in theaters. Me personally, I don't know. I might just I guess I'll see how I'm feeling. I might go see it in theaters, but I've been leaning for the longest of just sitting there and watching it at home. I'll pay the money. That's probably what if you honestly think about it. Joel says, I definitely like to see this soon after it is released. I might chance a theater, and I also would consider $30 to stream, but I wouldn't do that for everything they release. Absolutely, I wouldn't do it for everything either. But and yeah, I mean the $30 the payment. That's what you really think about. It's like that's not that far off for a solo adult ticket. And if you're talking about the prices, once you pay for the ticket and then the taxes on top of that, and if you really think about it, you're in the comfortability of your home. You could pause it if you need to. You can set up a whole lot of food and just be super, comfortable. It's so convenient. And on top of that, you get to watch it with your whole family. So essentially, you're saving money if you really think about it. $30 for one adult ticket, but you get to watch it with at least whoever is with you. Joel says, I would sit 6 feet away from Slan to see in the... Slan says, ew, pause the film. Who knows where this man went? You guys are getting bathroom chats from Slan from the beyond. What did you say to... for them to blur it out? They really blurred that out? Interesting. So Slan says, pee your pants like an adult. Okay. So I still can't believe that's what it ended up doing. So yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, let's just see how things go. Seems like everything's getting better. Boom, no problem going to the theater. But I'm honestly leaning towards, with the wildness of the way people are acting, that it may not actually get that way. So honestly, aiming for at home. Wait. Are you referring to the book? Because yeah, I think you definitely didn't respond to that as far as where you stood on it. But Slan said it is a pass for him. By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and say that if you haven't already, definitely check out that Suicide Squad's trailer. Definitely looked like it's going to be good. Definitely looks like okay, yeah, for the book. Bet. So definitely looking forward to that. August 6th, Suicide Squad 2. Slant says, also, if the theater has more than like 50 people, I'll refund my ticket. Joel says, anybody get to see Invincibles yet? No, we have not. We're actually going to go ahead and check that out. Probably as soon as we get off of here. I don't know. I'm go ahead and definitely watch it tonight, for sure. I think it's going to be really tough, especially for a first episode. And then they also got Disney Plus has the Mighty Ducks new TV show, which I'm gonna go ahead and check out. Like, I'm gonna do it for like the nostalgia, So that should be interesting as well. But I'm already leaning towards Invincible's gonna be good. Like, the trailer definitely sold me on it, so I don't think I'm gonna be disappointed. And I honestly feel like I'm gonna get those the DC animated vibes, especially with a lot of the fight scenes. It's just gonna be a little bit more gruesome, of course, and I'm interested to see how the story goes. If it's gonna be a more adult-like story, is it gonna be a more teen story, or I honestly couldn't imagine it being any lower than that. So it's gotta, or maybe it meets somewhere in between the two. Oh, word. So Joe says, my mom is in town, so I don't have a lot of TV time this weekend. Did check out Falcon Winter Soldier and maybe Invincible late tonight. So I would definitely go ahead and do that. We Got Issues says, I am watching Invincible right after this show. You know what? Not a bad idea. Definitely. Alright, so I'm gonna have to break it to you guys. Slan wants to take a break from doing this for a bit. I don't know if this is a permanent thing, so maybe I gotta try and figure out something on how to put some things together. So we will not be back on next week, but definitely been down to talk to you guys about it on social media. So if I have everybody, I definitely have Joel. We Got Issues. I don't know if I have you on IG. So if not, definitely link me your IG, or you can go ahead and give me a follow at that's my actual other Instagram, but Keynote_comics on IG. And yeah, I definitely love to hear what you guys are thinking about it and everything like that. I'm actually gonna start, like I said, I'm gonna try and really get back into the groove of going out for the hunts and trying to really find stuff. I think there's a lot of opportunities out there, and just to kind of be ahead of the curve and everything. Oh, matter of fact, I know what I'm going to show you guys, because I meant to show you guys this last week. This is not what I was going for, but alright, so you guys probably know this book. It has been stated that Zimbado, the villain that's featured in this issue, is going to actually be in the Naomi series, so be on the lookout. This book might actually start spiking.
All right. Apparently, drinking 2 gallons of water pushes everything out of your body. So
Gross.
I'm back.
Oh, word. So Joel said I'll co-host with you if you're interested, and we can figure it out. I'm definitely down. I'm terrible with technology though, so.
I figured it out. I can set it up. It's cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Slan will assist. All right, bet. I'm gonna. I got you right now.
But yeah, that's kind of part of that is that I figured out how to do the whole multiple people thing. So we could get this going with other guest hosts for a little bit if Brandon wants to do that.
Nah, I'm all for it.
Where there's water.
What in the world? Okay. I'm about to add you right now.
Oh gosh, my body. Do a round table. Yep.
Got you. So, yeah, speaking of being ahead of the curve, so I've started noticing that a lot of stuff that I've been like looking into, like as soon as they put out some kind of information, I'm like, all right, what could they potentially be doing next? I've been pretty good at getting a lot of them. One of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about also, which was, like I said last week, I wanted to show you guys this stuff and bring up the conversation, is that, just a spec on where they're going, if there's going to be a possible like Spirit of Vengeance or the Midnight Sun stuff going on, because we got Blade coming, we got Morbius and all of that. And one of the things I wanted to say is just like, maybe they give us that, which would be honestly awesome. I'm all for it. And then at the same time, maybe they won't, because if we think about it, they were going to do the series for Robbie Reyes, right? And that's probably more along the lines of the Ghost Rider they wanted to give us, which is not such a bad thing if you think about it, because that would still have the connection to Johnny Blaze, with him basically being the reason why Robbie even has the powers anyway. And we always have to keep in mind like some of the key things that Disney, Marvel, is trying to go for. Is one, they're trying to change it up with the ethnic characters. They're trying to be change it with the sexual orientations and gender and everything like that, which is kind of why I believe a lot of people are specking on that whole what's the girl's name for the Nomad? You know what I'm talking about? Is it Ricky? It's Ricky something? Okay. Well, if you know what I'm talking about, then yeah, that's what it is. So, what was it? Probably about 2 years ago, I went ahead and picked up a bunch of Ghost Rider keys of first appearances of different Ghost Riders, which are ranging from male, female, different cultures, from Africa to Asia to all kinds of places like that. So I'm gonna show you the covers just so you guys can be aware of them. Maybe you guys can try and go ahead and find them on your hunt. And like I said, they weren't expensive. Picked them up for like $2 each. So this was at the LCS, so I picked them up in the back issue bins. There was more. I'm definitely gonna try and slide through and see if they still got them there. Probably not, because that's usually what happens. It's like I find something and then I try to go back and then boom, it's gone after that. And especially with the amount of time
he didn't pick up doubles for me. He was just like, nah.
I didn't even have the miter. Around that time, I only had X amount of money, and I was just like,
Didn't know what Zelle or Cash App was.
Nah, but actually, no. Because some of those times I told you, and you were just like, nah, forget it, don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, all right. Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, if I go, then bet. I can go ahead and grab them for you.
The only thing that happened with was the totally awesome Hulk.
What do you mean?
That's the only book I was like, nah, I'm good. That you've ever sent me.
Oh well, that book is about to start moving as well. If it actually technically
I don't care.
Okay.
I still don't care.
But no, because I feel like I also did that for you as well with the Captain America books.
Which ones?
The ones that are spiking.
No.
I'm positive I did. It was more. It was on several occasions.
I bet $1 million right now. I have all of my text messages and Facebook messages. We can scroll through.
I mean, you can scroll through.
Bet
but
me.
All right, so we have Ghost Rider Danny Ketch. This is issue number 2 out of 5. All right. I don't really remember like all the information for each book, so I'm not even gonna. But you know, you see the cover, put it on your list to be on the lookout for. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. So we got issue says Cosmic Ghost Rider is my was my profile pick. Wait, did I? Hold on, did I go to the right one?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah, no, I did. All right, all right. I definitely see Cosmic. Okay, cool. All right, so then you also have issue 3 of 5. So I think one is the first appearance of the character, and then the other one is like the second or something like that, or maybe the first appearance or second appearance in them as the Ghost Rider. I'm not quite sure. I honestly have to go check. Get this out of the way. Do that.
There you go. Perfect.
Right. And one of these actually happens to be a variant, which you're not going to find on some of the other platforms listed as because... Huh?
Oh, no. I was saying I can remove the book from the screen.
Oh. So I believe in this... Alright, so the first 2 books are not connected to the series that I'm about to show you. So the other ones, these other books are all pretty much tied in part of the same series, and it's literally going through different Ghost Riders or people that have held the spirit of vengeance and stuff like that throughout the whole series. So in different books, you get these people from different areas, and so this is issue 26. So I'll show that real quick again. All right. Then you got issue 27. Joel says totally awesome Hulk is good. Slang called receipts. All right, so this is the book. So this is the book. This one happens to particularly be a variant edition. So this is issue 28. I can't remember exactly what the regular cover looks like, so I'm gonna be on the lookout for the regular cover, but definitely be on the lookout for this one in particular. So like I said, if you go to a source like Key Collector, they don't have this one up there. Or at least last time I checked. I actually tagged Nick in one of the posts for when I posted this on Instagram, and he said basically he didn't have it listed up there because there wasn't a whole lot of movement on this book, which could be an interesting point or perspective on it if you think about it, because if maybe there's not a whole lot of movement on it, maybe there's not a whole lot of them. But I actually have not checked eBay in a minute to see like what is kind of how many are up there, but we'll see. This is issue 29.
Break it down. There you go.
This one's issue 30, which I can't remember with this one. Like, these people were literally riding animals. One's on an elephant, but it's not the Ghost Rider BC one. I definitely like a lot of these covers too. That's another thing. So yeah, that's issue 30. Issue 31. Once again, like I said, guys, you can definitely go to your LCS and pick this up for not much, and it doesn't hurt to be ahead of the curve. You go ahead and get it. They're not that super expensive, so it's not really hurting that much unless you go there and you plan on buying a lot of stuff. This one is issue 32. And then the final issue, which is issue 33. And I believe there is one more issue. I don't have it. I definitely saw it there, which is another reason why I kind of got to go back to see if it is there. And maybe I'll show it another time or something like that. But, yeah, something for you guys to be on the lookout. I don't think anybody's really thinking about it. But it's going to be interesting to see when they decide to release a Ghost Rider, who the Ghost Rider is going to be, and what direction they plan on taking it. It'd be nice to get some kind of I don't want to say dark vibe, but like what do you normally call it? Like a horror style mix to it. I guess that's what I'm gonna go ahead and say. Thank you. Joel said nice call on the Ghost Rider books. So yeah, be on the lookout.
What if they all fail?
Huh?
What if they all fail?
I mean, maybe. But maybe they don't.
True.
Once again, my only real big spec around them is more because I feel like they want to give us something different. So, like, I could imagine them giving us a Johnny Blaze, and it wouldn't necessarily be a whole lot, or they just go through the Robbie Reyes thing, and maybe because like I feel like if it allows them to really elaborate on the history of the Ghost Rider.
Do they have Mayor McCheese comic books?
What?
Mayor McCheese.
Is this a serious question?
Yes.
I don't even know what that is.
Mayor McCheese?
Yeah, no.
You don't know.
You want to share with the class?
Mayor McCheese from McDonald's.
No, I'm not. I'm legit not hip.
Wow.
Like, besides Ronald, the only characters I really know are Grimace and the Hamburglar. That might sound sad. Joel says Brandon doesn't know about McDonald's Land. I don't.
There you go.
Oh wow, definitely seen them. I didn't know they had a name. I probably should have known they had a name, but I never thought anything of it. That's interesting. Interesting indeed.
Mayor McCheese is devastated.
About? That I didn't know who they were?
Mm-hmm.
Not my mayor.
How do you know? You don't know what municipalities you were in for your whole life and if Mayor McCheese was or was not the mayor during that time.
Joel says, "I bet he has a first appearance in some comic." You know what? That's not a far-fetched idea.
Look, you gotta get those Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, Kool-Aid. This is a serious thing. So, what was the YouTuber?
The Food Theory.
Yeah, Food Theory. Food Theory did a video about the Kool-Aid Man being in the MCU, and if you watch it, you will honestly be sold that Kool-Aid Man actually might be in the MCU, and it's not even a joke. Like, you gotta literally go see it. So, Food Theory, go check out the video. Kool-Aid Man, I think you should probably be able to find it pretty easy if you go ahead and type that in your search engine. But Yeah, Kool-Aid Man might be one of the most powerful characters. If he's in the MCU, that would be one of the most powerful characters in the MCU. Not a joke. Because if you go if you can even go ahead and Google Kool-Aid Man's power stats, and they're gonna tell you, and it's gonna be in the Marvel thing, right? It's gonna be on the one of those dedicated Marvel superhero pages, right? So yeah, first appearance of Kool-Aid Man. Because keep in mind that Marvel did used to make Kool-Aid Man comics, so that's another reason why you can kind of connect those dots. Hey, what's going on? We got Universe X in here.
Well, we're talking about the most important thing, the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, word. So, I just gave him a rundown of some of those books that are some books to go ahead and be on the lookout for. I'll bring them back out real quick and just run them through you so you can see the covers and everything. But these were the ones that I was talking about when you made the post on Instagram about the Captain America Sam Wilson.
All right. Kool-Aid Man. Powers and abilities. Superhuman physical characteristics. Water manipulations. Throat stars of Kool-Aid. Enhanced hearing. Can hear people asking for Kool-Aid from miles away. Some hand-to-hand combat skills. Fought against the Thirsties in close combat multiple times. Self-sustenance. Type 1. Vehicular mastery. Knows how to fly a helicopter, ride a horse, and use a jetpack. Traveling in the outer space with a shuttle or a jetpack. Time travel with a time machine. Some resistance to technopathy, telekinesis, empathic manipulation, and mind manipulation. Resist telekinesis and mind control of CompuTerra, who controls a lot of electrical appliances in a living room and wields them as flying projectiles. Seems unaffected by Thirst Ray until the Thirsties overload the beam cannon and the explosions hurt themselves. All right.
This is all real. That's the wild part. But Universe
Weaknesses. His short limbs make him very clumsy.
Universe X says, "Who's specking on Kool-Aid Man?"
Hey, when y'all find out Phase 5's big plan, y'all gonna be like, "Damn, Kool-Aid Man, I missed it."
All right, so I'm just gonna run these covers by real quick. So we got Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch. This is issue 2 of 5. All right. And you got issue 3 of 5. And I was telling them that these other books I'm about to show, they're all part of the same series, and basically it just goes down with all these different Ghost Riders, and they're all scattered like around the world, so they're from different countries as well and everything. So it's just to be on the lookout, because you know that of course they want to do different things with different genders and cultures and all that stuff when it comes to these Disney characters now. So that was issue 26. This one's issue 27. Oh, so you already have it. You've read it? And then this one was a variant. So this is issue 28 variant. I don't have the regular cover for issue 28. Issue 29. Oh, word. Yeah, nah, definitely find it if you can. So, issue 30. Issue 31. issue 32. And then issue 33. So, what I can do if there happens to be more at the LCS, I can definitely go ahead and grab them, and then maybe we can just go ahead and do like a giveaway on whenever the next episode is.
Brandon's not going to the LCS.
I will.
He won't.
I will.
I am Brandon's
unless
speaking.
Unless the weather is just like, nah, that's like the only thing that's really stopping me.
The weather's beautiful for the next week. He won't go.
I will go.
I will not go. I am Brandon's conscience, and I will not go.
So yeah, that is it. I don't really have anything else. You got anything to say?
I finished.
Oh really? Okay. See, I wasn't even expecting that. So Universe X says they ain't easy to come around by.
Sloshing around.
So we got issue says King in Black number 1, CGC 9.8, 1 in 200. Knock. How do you say that? Knock
a few bucks.
Variant is going to be a hot book as time goes on. Make sure you guys grab one. I'm not hip. Can you pull that up for everybody? But 1 in 200. What is that going for? Like off the bat though. Because I gotta imagine it's probably like what at least like
Joe says
80.
that's gotta be a big boy book.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess like
I remember this cover.
$95, $80, $85.
At a 9.8.
Oh wait, oh yeah, this is graded. So nah, I'm just thinking raw at this time. So yeah, 9.8. 350 or 400.
No, what's your final answer?
The 400. It's got to be more than 400.
You know what? You're wrong, but let me confirm this by completed sales. It depends. It's under.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So under the 400 or under the 350?
Under the 400.
Okay. 365.
And I'm sorry, under the 350 as well.
Oh, okay. 320?
And let me just show you the book first. This is it.
Okay.
And this is the price that it sold for.
$325. Oh, less than that. $217. Okay.
And this is what they're up for right now.
Oh god. Okay. Well,
there you go, right there.
all right. So yeah, I'm gonna take that one for $1.04.
Where did you see $1 for? Oh, right there.
It was the starting bid.
9 days left. Hey, it's your book.
What?
I said, hey, it's your book.
My book. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for that last issue, or if there is a last. I don't know. Like, is
There you go. It's a raw for $175. Let's see what the price tag all the book says. Does it say $175? It won't let me open. Honestly.
You can't. Yeah, you can't zoom on it.
Yeah, no, it says $175. So this must be from the actual dealer.
Word.
Clock Tower. Yeah, Clock Tower Comics and Sports. It's a cool cover.
Did anybody read the Gwynnum versus Carnage? Joel says it's not unreasonable. 300 plus. All the players are on it, and it says buy it now. Oh, I can't pull myself to do it right now.
But you have to.
Universe X says, why are they taking forever on issue 5? I don't know. I really don't. And I had questions.
I haven't read issue 4 yet. I said I haven't read issue 4 yet.
Oh, yeah. I've caught up a little bit, but yeah, no, I was wondering about that because I checked I checked last week. I didn't even check whatever came out this week. But yeah, I was looking for some things, and I was like, yeah, some of the stuff that I was looking for, I was like, I feel like they should be out already, but they weren't, and yeah, they're definitely behind on some things. Yeah, so
Plot twist, I own King in Black 4. I just haven't read it. Wow. I just realized that. I thought that was 3 for some reason. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. So, like, the first issue definitely had me, and I was excited to see where it went. And then second issue came, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe this can continue on, and it'll start to get, really interesting. And I don't know, was it the second issue or the third issue? I guess it was the second issue. The second issue was kind of interesting, I guess, with her experience with Noel, with Gwen's experience with Noel, but yeah, I feel like it's almost like this was exactly what it was meant to be, is like a tie-in, which is basically like a filler at that point. So it had its potential to be its own thing within the tie-in, and I don't think they really made that happen. But I am still excited to see what goes on as far as Mary Jane and the Carnage symbiote, though. And it's going to be an even bigger deal if they actually take the time to make something out of that and give, that Carnage a different name that applies to Mary Jane. Which, if it comes out to be Carnage Queen, that'll be awesome. So we got issue says book 5 got pushed back until April. Yikes. Wait, what?
Literally next month.
Yeah, no, I know, but still. Oh yeah, and that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna be like, because then I was like, oh yeah, I mean it is next month, but it's just like when in next month. Universe X says it's been a cool read, but man, 2 months to get the last issue. Yeah, but hopefully it's worth it. Because if it's not worth it, it's just gonna be like, yeah, this is what you guys really gave us. We got issue says I hope the King in Black ends well, and I do too. Did you guys read any of the other tie-ins? Because I need to finish up with the Thunderbolts. I read that first issue. Yes. I believe it's just the first issue, but yeah, even that first issue was pretty interesting. I was actually looking forward to see where it was going. And then Joel said, "Oh, hold on." So yeah, Joel's responding to we got issue saying, "I'm with you, and I hope for a great wrap up." And then we got issue says April 7th. So okay, then that's really close then. So yeah. So yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing where that goes. Yes. So we got issue says the Thunderbolts tie-in I enjoyed, and I did too. Honestly, what they did with Thunderbolts is what I wish I felt with when I read Gwynnum versus Carnage. It felt new, it felt refreshing. It didn't feel like a filler, even or really. you knew it was a tie-in because of what was going on in the story, but it didn't feel so much like a tie-in. I like the fact that it was it was dark, it was funny, and it was just not expected. Like, especially like all the stuff that happened in that first issue was just like, oh wow, okay. And then like especially the ending of that first issue is what really got me sold. I was like, all right, now where is this going? I'm super interested. Basically the so I don't want to give like, all right, are you planning on reading it? Because if you're not planning on reading it, I'll definitely give you like the whole thing.
What if I'm planning on reading it?
I mean, but I already told you.
Oh, you're right. You did. Knew you were the ops.
So Joel says, I missed the Thunderbolts, but I thought the Union was good for a tie-in. Yes, definitely. He says, although I'm not up to speed on it. I wasn't either. I honestly, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying is like, it was refreshing because it was like, I feel like you didn't need to know what happened in the previous Thunderbolt stuff with it because they started off with a whole brand new team. Universe X says, "Man, I like spoilers. Hit me with it." So, all right. So, if you're watching this and you haven't read Thunderbolts and you want to read Thunderbolts, I will advise you to no longer continue reading because we're gonna wrap up a little bit after.
No longer continue reading.
I mean, continue watching. See, but all right. So basically, the original Thunderbolts team, they all got killed. And so Wilson Fisk apparently trademarked the name Thunderbolts, so he basically owns the rights to the Thunderbolts. And so he made his own team of Thunderbolts, which was consisting of Taskmaster and a bunch of other villains. And he pretty much hit him with the Suicide Squad thing. Like, you work for me, you have to go do this. If you don't, you get killed type of thing. And they're just like, okay, like a lot, like one of the guys tried to like be like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to do this, and then he's like, all right, well, you're gonna go back to your cell because one of the things is that they were all locked up, so they're all in jail. So basically, to earn their freedom, they have to go work for Fisk and help take out the whole terror that's going on by Null and everything. And they're supposed to go find somebody that's supposed to help end everything, and I'll get to that at the end. So basically one of the guys is just like, yeah, I don't want to do this. So he's like, all right, fine, then you're gonna go back to your cell. So they go and take the guy back to the cell. You don't see anything, but they start talking and getting more into the logistics of like everything that they need to accomplish and how they're gonna do it and everything, and what everybody's skill set is, because a lot of the people did not know. They either knew each other, but they didn't know necessarily what everybody did, or some of the people were new and they didn't know who they were at all. And so they're just, catching up with everything. And next thing you know, they hear like the guards that were taking the other guy away, like say something, and I guess the guy apparently had tried to run off. Like, you don't see it, you just read the sounds and everything like that, and I guess the guy gets killed. So next thing you know, he sends them out, and they basically go out into the world not knowing what to expect, because remember, they have been locked up, and so they're just cruising, and next thing you know, one of the characters just gets taken a bite out of by one of the those dragon things that Noel had sent. So are they dragons?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, like one of those dragon things eats one of them. So like right off the bat, you're not even expecting that. You're like, okay, because you see them in the picture, they're just walking in line, and they're just going to wherever they're going, thinking like, it's about to be a piece of cake. That's not the case. And so then they have to do battle with the dragon, and they're all freaking out because not everybody knows what to do. I wish I knew who I was in there. Because I know one of the guys had like some electric ability. The other guy had was some kind of I guess crocodile or something like that. But yeah, long story short, it's just basically showing their whole journey going to find the person that they're supposed to be finding. They end up actually slightly running into Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist, because they're in the middle of a battle and they're like, oh, we should go help them. Yeah. So it kind of got that vibe. So basically, the whole thing is at the end, though, they end up going to this mansion because they had to take a boat to the island that had the mansion and everything. So they go and answer the door, and the person that answers the door is actually Norman Osborn. Is it Norman? Or it was either Norman or Harry Osborn. I believe it was Norman Osborn. But it was one of the Osborns, and then I was just like, okay, now where's this going to go? Because that's the person they were supposed to find. That's supposed to be the one to, I guess, change everything as far as taking care of Noel and everything. But the thing is, I don't know what Earth that is, so it's going to be interesting to see where that goes with everything, and if it's even connected, like if whatever happens there affects whatever's happening in the main story. So, but yeah, like I said, because they created a whole new team and they just stated exactly the connection to whatever is going on within the King in Black world right now. It was an easy read. You didn't have to read anything previously before that. You could just jump in and just slide right through and just go ahead and enjoy the ride. But like I was saying, it had its dark humor. I didn't think the art was bad. I think the art kind of fit with the vibe, style of how it was like written and everything like that. The conversations and the dialogue between characters was pretty cool. And yeah, that was it. But yeah. Universe X says, well, it ain't gonna matter after issue 5 comes out. You're honestly, you're probably right. I'm still gonna go ahead and continue to read it just because I want to see like at least what they thought was supposed to be the importance of Norman Osborn. But yeah, it's gonna. I don't know how many tie-ins are. There's definitely a lot of tie-ins. Would we say there's like probably about like 6 or more? Is it more? Because I meant to ask because I wanted to ask you guys like if anybody was hip to like what's going on with symbiote Spider-Man, because I was trying to figure out how that was a King in Black tie-in and all of that, because I figured is symbiote are these like, I guess that would make sense because Gwenom versus Carnage was different, a completely different Earth as well. So maybe these are the experiences that are happening on different Earths, which is maybe why a symbiote Spider-Man would have a crossing paths with Noel and everything like that. But I haven't read any of symbiote Spider-Man. I was just kind of interested to see like how that was even tied into any of this.
Alright. Yeah, King in Black, The Union, Venom.
Okay.
Immortal Hulk, Black Cat, Spider-Woman, King in Black, Iron Man, Doctor Doom, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my god.
King in Black, Return of the Valkyries, Planet of Symbiotes, Sword, Gwenom vs. Carnage, Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Black Knight.
Wow.
Deadpool 10. Daredevil 26, King of Black Captain America, King of Black Marauders.
There shouldn't be more.
King of Black.
We're already at 20.
King of Black, Black Panther, Fantastic Four, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Savage Avengers, King of Black Wiccan and Hulkling. I'm sorry. Let's see. King of Black Spider-Man.
Are you serious?
King of Black Scream. King of Black Ghost Rider. That's it.
28 different stories.
Yes.
Whew. And they wonder, or this is kind of a reason why I'm just like, yeah, nah, I usually just skip them. Like, that's the thing though, sometimes you can't even skip them because like important stuff happens in them. That's why I ended up missing out on the first appearance of well, not really the first appearance, the first full appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. So that's why I ended up missing out on that, because I was definitely reading Dark Knight Metal, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm not about to jump into this mess with all these, side stories and everything like that. And so that's how they get
boom,
you.
Pow, they screwed you.
Hold on. So just Joel says, I thought Symbiote Spider-Man was in the past, but same Earth, or am I thinking the wrong series? I honestly don't know because I haven't read any of it. But that's what I was thinking too. I was just like, I thought that was the past too because it's the symbiote suit. So why would he have it? But like I said, I haven't read it, so then I didn't know if there was like somebody else, in control of what it was. Joel says Namor. Oh, did you say Namor?
I might have missed it.
Okay.
I don't think I said Symbiote Spider-Man either. It was just on that list.
I think you did say Symbiote Spider-Man.
Okay.
So, like, alright, if you didn't say Namor, then I guess that puts it at 29. That's still a lot, regardless. We were already at 28. We got issue says Symbiote Spider-Man, King in Black, number 5, 1 in 25. Raposa variant is fire, in my opinion. But you gave it 3 flames, so you definitely think it's fire. Fire, fire, fire. Universe X says, and they don't even matter in the real storyline. That's true. That's true. Because actually, that's exactly what Slan was saying to me about. Okay. So yeah, Symbiote Spider-Man is in the past, but no, yeah, that's what Slan was saying to me about Gwenom versus Carnage is like, the whole thing of does it matter if anything happens with Mary Jane or anything because she's not part of the main Earth and everything like that. So I don't know, man. If that's the case, I feel like they shouldn't even bother like building up that stuff at that point, because there is a build up on that 3rd issue of Gwenom versus Carnage. So if something happens at the end, if you guys want to know, I can go ahead and spoil it. But if you guys don't and you feel like you're gonna read it, then I will not say anything. And I would agree with that. Yeah, it definitely was. And it was a definitely fun ride. Because we had issue says, the King in Black event was a good action-packed event. Joel says, spoil away. We already know Universe X is down for the spoiler.
We just pull up one of the PDFs and just go through all of it.
So this is all left down to we got issues if the spoilers come in.
Spoilers for what though?
Oh, this is for Gwenom versus Carnage.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't read that, but I know everything from it because you
I told yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so we got issue says spoil away. So, if you guys already kind of read the first issue, you already know that Gwen is trying to get the symbiote off of Mary Jane, and mainly because since she doesn't have powers, it's because it's going to basically end up killing her at some point. So, 3rd issue, she ends up actually getting it off, and well, of course they got to go through a battle, but yeah, basically she ends up getting it off, and she removes the spiders that help create the symbiote. Since she has a different form of symbiote for her suit and everything, for the Venom suit, and pretty much when she gets it off, she's trying to leave I guess the earth that she's on or whatever, because she's trying to use her necklace to kind of get back to their original earth and everything that they're from. And something happens, because remember, she's disconnected the symbiote off of Mary Jane, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I believe she may still potentially have the powers, because when she was carrying her, it kind of goes to a close-up on Mary Jane's face, and so one eye is normal, but then the other eye kind of has that swirly, like, hypnosis thing. If you ever think about, like, the way, like, Mowgli's eyes were in, like, the Jungle Book when when, like, the snake hypnotized him and everything, or like what you would normally see, like, with the Hanna-Barbera, like, cartoons back in the day, so like the Scooby-Doo and everything like that. So there's something like that going on her eye, on the other eye, which basically tells you that something's not right. So she, and I believe Gwen's words were something about, being glad that she was able to get it off of her, and then they kind of go to that panel with that face, the up close part of the face, which kind of is just like, okay, maybe she still has the ability to do that. And the reason why I think that's a big deal is because it's essentially, even though it's not the same story, like, so Carnage Queen, Mary Jane did become Carnage in the Ultimate Spider-Man animated series, and the way they ended that was along a similar line. So she got the Carnage symbiote and went by Carnage Queen, and then they were able to remove the symbiote away from her, but then something happened where it kind of acknowledged that, oh, she still got access to that ability. So that's why I'm interested to see. That's the only reason why I really want to keep reading Gwen versus Carnage, just to see if, like, oh, that is the case and that she does still have those abilities and everything, because I think it would be an interesting dynamic for them to go ahead and take that the play of, if you ever think about how Venom and Carnage are, like, I wouldn't say they're buddies, but they're always together, and they would go do, like, devious stuff together. And it would be kind of cool to see that, okay, we got Gwen with the Venom suit, being a hero, and next thing you know, boom, we'd see something we haven't seen before, which would be a Mary Jane as a hero, and she's got the Carnage symbiote, and they work together the same way that, you would see Venom and Carnage go ahead and do stuff like that. So I think if they were able to do something like that, I think it would bring some kind of, like, really cool value to the story and everything like that. That way it's not so much a filler. There's actually, they really try to build something off of that storyline.
That was the last issue.
Oh, that was the last issue?
Yeah. Which
makes it even more interesting. So that means that they're probably going to continue it within that Gwenom storyline, then potentially, maybe, we'll see. So we got issue says, if Noel makes it into the MCU, which I definitely think they are going that way, 90% of these King and Black books are going to be the big money. That wouldn't be a bad idea, I think. But I think first we gotta get the symbiote in there. That's what everybody's pretty much waiting for anyways. So if we get the symbiote in there, I think we could definitely see something like that happening down the road. And essentially, I mean, I guess it would make sense, because wouldn't that be, like, kind of somewhat cosmic in a sense? Because he's in space, he's from, like, space and everything, and he does have to deal with, like, planet consumptions and stuff like that.
I totally missed what you were talking about.
Oh, so no, all right. So we got issue says, if Noel makes it into the MCU, which I definitely think they are going that way. 90% of these King and Black books are going to be big money, and so basically, like, as far as him correlating into fitting into that MCU space, like I was saying, like, we will first probably have to get, like, the symbiote to show up first, and then if that happens, then we could definitely say something like, okay, yeah, this is a lot more possible. that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, yeah, my computer is getting close to dying, and it is 9:21. So I'm not gonna hold you guys up, but yo, we definitely appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with us this evening. It means a lot. Oh, hold on, we got issue says. Wait, hold on. Thor versus what's Gore? Gore the God, but I should have read the whole thing. So Thor versus Gore the God Butcher with all the black swords gets you the symbiote. Oh, fair. That makes sense. You're onto something. I definitely like that. That definitely makes sense. That would be awesome. So that I guess then we gotta wait for shoot, what is how did I miss this? What's the Thor movie? The new Love and Thunder. I was gonna say like God of Thunder, but I was like I know that's not right. So no, let's definitely see what. Yeah, now I'm excited. I'm even more excited now that you've said that. I'm even more excited for Thor. Like I already was, just because of who the director was, and like I said, I love Thor Ragnarok. So now I'm even more sold. That'll be nice. But yeah, so we're not gonna hold you guys up. I hope you guys have a great evening. If anybody's so definitely want to say shout outs to you guys and anybody that's going ahead and checking this out on the replay. Once again, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you're not already have if you do not already have the notification bell set, be sure to hit that on there. Like I said, there's gonna be some changes going on with how we're delivering this content, and I keep saying that I'm gonna do this Black Boy Fly piece. I gotta get it done. I'm gonna get it done. Like it's gotta get done like within next month, before the end of next month for sure. Because I've had this written out for a long time. We just haven't sat down and like recorded and everything like that. So still stay on the lookout for that. So that should be great. And once again, guys, keep us locked in. We'll see you another time, or until next time. Peace.